Good plays, bad plays. Capturing the fall. OniviaLPLhighlights got them all. Every moment, every fight. OniviaLPLhighlights keep the fire alive.
We learn things about Dplus before. You know, I'm actually like, I'm kind of disappointed that I spent the time, eating my lunch. As what? That's a solo kill! Closer just dives the turret and walks away!
As you can see, it's
high if the LeBlanc gets going. It's kind of nutty. And with single target lockdown, it's certainly a big deal. As Kellen going to buffer that one nicely.
The other thing is, there's like a sweet spot where the reset potential is really high.
Oh, that is a lot of damage going down onto Kellen. Flame Chomp is holding him in place there as well, and now he's much squishier. That is going to be another kill, as in the 2v2, Henna just... LCK team won that.
They did, and we can see Raptor moving up, but doesn't have level 6. It is a level 6, so I think...
Do we have a minute? Can we just pop back and just do a little bit more? As
No,
Hook is going to connect. There's the knock-up. Flash does come out from Raptor as aiming, looking to try and get some certification. Raptor goes in and aiming blows him up. That's going to be the first one for Dplus, and it's on exactly. Now, we'll get the information. Is it going to be the Chemtech Soul? Is it going to be a Cloud? We haven't had one of those either. As there it is, the lockdown, and there's the Chemtech. As it goes closer, looks for an opportunity. Execute gets a Magnet Storm, and it's onto exactly the one they wanted. Impale comes down as well. Emperor's Divide hits 3. Showmaker navigates his way out just barely. As Clear is going to grab that one with the passive. And it was almost really beautiful there from Showmaker, but in the end, it was an absolute disaster for Dplus Kia.
Yeah,
well, Hook is going to come on through here as Raptor comes from around the corner, but I don't think he's saving the horse pants lady. As Kellen is going to be able to lock that.
Plays. Go down as well. But yeah, I feel like it was...
That's why they always say more dots. As Clear is going to ramp Kellen into the wall. The turret going to be helping out there as well, as Lucid's going to make his way down. Teleport to come in as well, as see whether Execute and Clear can survive. As Lucid gets underneath the turret, Hook is going to connect there, and the Skarner is going to fall down. 2-1-0 for the Zeri is certainly good news, but everywhere else, these lanes are getting pummeled.
Yeah, this is actually a big advantage for BNK FearX here. Getting both these out of towers and trade 100% win.
Yeah, Henna will be able to take this turret. Yeah, that's going to go down. Cease and Desist can now come on through with Showmaker. I think he just knows that he's dead. He puts up the Sun Disc and says, that is going to be Rift Herald thrown down. More global gold going over to BNK. Not even necessary. Move into the river. Claim their first dragon.
You really want to read the long shot.
Oh man, I'm trying.
But again, it feels like Dplus keep making these plays, trying to punish isolated members, and then it's the same thing. They play to one lane with all their members, and they lose 2 towers in the other lanes.
Down this minion wave. As Kingen now looking to get amongst it. Kellen, okay. Gonna throw out the hook, but the Vault Breaker is going to come on through. Shattering Strike for a double stun is decent. As Kingen gets himself out. Able to utilize that extra tenacity as Raptor going to create that distance nicely, but has to use the flash to do so. And Kingen now finds himself in amongst it alone. And Henna going to get excited after picking up that kill. Clear throwing rocks around, and Kellen just going to leave the area. BNK in full control, and they are not relinquishing.
And if you're wondering, how is Showmaker half HP?
Baron Pit, Kellen over the top. Lucid in the area. Does have ulti, does have flash. Almost has smite. Closer wanting to get him out of here is all right. Execute diving on in, wanting to get rid of this Viego. Aiming, throws down the ulti. Could it be his time? They've already taken out the jungler. Emperor's Divide pushes the Skarner into the wall. Look at these health bars. It is a Zeri smorgasbord, but he's slowed down. Has to flash on forward, and he'll be able to take down Execute. Oh dear, BNK. They may have just dropped. And this is kind of, it's kind of exactly what Nongshim tried to do in their last series as well, as Henna, he went back to base. Yeah, this should just be the Baron going down. Clear is just really dead, so he's going to be the icing on the cake. Super Mega Death Rocket! No, not happening. Aiming just going to tank that one up. In a massive lead, they're going to have another Chemtech Dragon, which is cool, because their icon does wear off. Not a massive Rebel Baron power play, but also, not a negative one. So
hey, at least they got something from it.
Exactly. Not allowed to press that button on.
Yeah, but that was actually pretty good timing, because if Lucid was, because obviously the Vi was traveling a long distance, if you did it early, you might have just got knocked up afterwards.
True.
Oh.
As there's a hook, and the Impale is going to be avoided there as well, so that's another cooldown that is now down. Closer trying to take the Nautilus for a walk, but he will not do so. Kingen into the back line, gonna get smashed into the wall, but he's pretty tanky, and it's a fight on multiple fronts. We'll see whether the pincer is going to work as Kingen bearing the brunt of it. He is going to get executed by the Super Mega Death Rocket, and Depth Charge not followed up on at all. There is the Shattering Strike into the crash down, as Showmaker in so much trouble, but he gets the Emperor's Divide down, and now it's Aiming's turn to try and pop up. Oh my god! This Zeri able to grab that double kill. It's not a wipe.
The Azir gets focused down, the Xante gets focused down, but Aiming is just, Aiming has 4. And look at the damage he's doing!
And his positioning was absolutely immaculate for what he wanted to get done. As we're back in live, that's a Baron going down. Dplus Kia going to get their second and finally find themselves a gold advantage. It's a great KDA, and the whole map is on fire.
Yeah, but
this is not quite that.
Aiming just missed a cannon, so I think maybe it's going to go over.
Oh, doomed. Okay. I guess we'll pack it up, and we'll finish this one off with some Nautilus lore. That's going to be Aiming with 25,000 every single
There's some
game.
people who are watching who won't know that Home Guard used to be a boot enchant you bought.
Well, that is going to be a long-range hook. They do manage to take the inner turret as Kellen taking a bit of damage back here from Closer, but he can't push too far forward.
You don't want to go into that fight without the Rabadons.
Well, he's just going to pop this turret.
I think Henna might have been
Kill
waiting.
Aiming.
That's the job. That's the goal. That's all there is to it. Henna's killing Red Buff. That's not Aiming.
That is not Aiming. Raptor is in the pit. That's not Aiming. As the Drake is going to be secured by Raptor. That's not Aiming. But, the 3-man Impale, but not on Aiming. He finds the ulti though. Aiming now gets behind the wall, and Closer looks for that backline. That's Aiming. Is he actually going to be able to kill him though? That's the question. Is now Execute dashing forward. Oh, Aiming is going to die, but not before he takes down more of them. A triple kill for the Jinx, and Henna getting online. Lucid now dashing around, finding the angles, and there it is. Takes down Closer, and Aiming, he managed to kill
any damage to these turrets.
If Lucid could have stayed as Jinx for like the whole time, they would have been able to spell it.
Well, I explained it.
If you could spell it, that'd be good. Jay, I'll start with just to block him down and kill him, and then just be a Jinx. Is now Closer going to pick up a depth charge. Kellen looking for the hook angle. He will be able to get it, and pop goes the LeBlanc. That is kill number 1 for Aiming, as now they're barreling down looking for the rest of BNK FearX. They may have to settle for a Baron, because a 4 versus 5 is not what they're looking for, and without Closer, they lose so much of their damage. Everything is on Henna for trying to protect this game. A 3rd Baron now goes over. Being as tricky as possible. Lucid did have his mist. He's going to lose out on that for the moment. There is the crash into the wall, the Impale onto 2, but where's the follow-up? Where are the answers here as Execute gets the Magnus on, and Aiming is going to be executed quite literally, but now Showmaker doing so much DPS, they take down Closer, and Henna, it is your time, he's at full health, and Lucid gets the dragon, and Kingen will find Henna. Dplus Kia, they didn't even need Aiming, and they will ace BNK FearX, and they will win game 1.
Showmaker has had such a quiet game, but he pops off in the final fight. Aiming goes down, but his team are there.
Look at that Showmaker face in the player cam. My God, we really need to see the player cams and the voice comms at the end of this one. Because Dplus Kia, against all odds, are able to turn it. The just kill Aiming was a success.
And it wasn't enough.
And it was not enough. They'll take down the Nexus there to shock Teemo face, as they'll take a walk back. Definitely a
Good plays, bad plays. Capturing the fall. OniviaLPLhighlights got them all. Every moment, every fight. OniviaLPLhighlights keep the fire.
and they don't even get the flash out from Kellen just yet. Aiming still just trying to punish, as now the dive comes in. That's going the wrong way, but he still takes a turret shot as Showmaker looks for the threaded volley. He finds the big rock, one more auto, and he'll return the favor.
Beautiful play
Left in that pit. BNK possibly able to start this one off with 3.
Well, you can
Lucid
actually
moving
see
in.
Aiming's nearly there, by the way. He's a lot closer.
Yep, Weaver's Wall coming on through there. That is going to be the seismic shove. Raptor going to have to try and twist and advance his way away, and he will be able to do so, but Kellen is going to find the headbutt, and now Aiming gets in here in the nick of time. Kellen survives somehow! And on the other side of the fight, it's Showmaker getting his second. Oh dear! This is the opposite start of game number 1, and BNK...
Contest from BNK FearX on this one.
Yep.
And I'm hoping this one is in the Chemtech.
Yeah, you are paying extra attention.
I am dialed in. It's Cloud now, so no Cloud.
Wow,
No. Winning early is really bad. So maybe BNK FearX are going for that angle. And if so, they're being challenged
severely. All right, there's going to be the ulti. As Raptor trying to get out of there. He does manage to lock down one of the grubs here as Aiming looking to try and get away, and Execute not going to be able to do that whatsoever. Showmaker now just going to try and lock him down. Does get the flash out from Raptor, but I guess
hey, get him on Zeri because it works.
Well, now we're looking for a fight around Herald. Extendo Beam not quite going to catch clear as he makes his way in. They will be able to grab some Banana Brush control as now the Brambles come out, or the Kitty Cats, I should say. Headbutt Pulp comes in as the Weaver's Wall splits up the fight. Clear can't quite get out of there, but he does avoid the seismic shot. Finds a huge cube, and now Aiming throws down the ulti. Closer has locked up the Vi, though, and now the re-engage. Oh, the pulverize into the shove. Picture perfect from Kellen and Showmaker, and Dplus fight back.
Execute this Rakan is so squishy, and Kellen gets a beautiful combo to set up Showmaker.
And Closer was almost hit by accident as Execute gets headbutt pulverized.
But it's one of those things, you know, where it may not be intentional, but they instantly capitalized on it.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I don't see on the sign that says 1+1, and when I go to the till, I'm just...
Oh, and he's like, go and get another one? You're like, okay. And speaking of getting another one, we have another team fight here as Lucid going to be able to take down one, throws out the ulti, and then dies pretty quickly. Kellen absorbing a lot here with his unbreakable will. And Dplus not going to be able to save this turret, I don't think. As FearX come on down, never you mind, as in goes Kellen once again. Seismic shove this time is going to land, and it's Aiming that's able to lock down that first kill. The killer instinct is finally here, though, for Henna, as he's taken so many rocks to the dome. One too many there, says Showmaker, and he locks down the double kill. Kingen has now found clear. This is a top lane matchup, Atlas. We can dial
Ult to trade. But here with the Unraveled Earth coming back up again, there's nothing you can do.
Oh, we got more fighting. There's another headbutt pulverized, this time onto Raptor. He's going to be the first one to go down in this fight. Showmaker in pretty good position. Lucid just interrupting everything. Kingen diving on top, but the Cassante will not be stopped from... Never mind, Zeri's going to be able to do so. Henna now running away from Aiming, who is completely powered up. There's the double. Over the wall goes Execute, but you will not survive. It's the triple kill as we're diving in.
But I think... Yeah, Execute goes for the W, it hits the Unraveled Earth, which is...
back in live,
Yeah.
Henna is not
You know what?
live.
I hate to be that guy, but I can't, you know, we did say
Pull down
that
a possible opportunity here for Execute to actually press a button. As Extendo Beams are flying in, there's the Weaver's Wall. They're looking to close in onto Closer, no pun intended. I apologize for that one, and he's just going to get jumped on by the Meganar. Now Henna is running for the hills, and Dplus are just trying to catch him one after the other. Extended Beam comes down. The ulti from Aiming is there. Execute is just in no man's land. I guess it's his side of the map, but BNK are completely disjointed. That was going to be insulting.
he allowed
Raptor to have it. Yeah, he did. He did. That's a consolation blue buff. And that
he
is...
had that massive win streak.
Oh, yeah.
Game win streak. And they kept playing like the same champs, and Aiming was on Kai'Sa. It's feeling like that was Zeri at the moment.
It is feeling a little bit like that. Let's see whether BNK can overcome it, as Closer has a great flank angle, but Showmaker buying some time here with the Zhonya's. He is able to flash his way out. Seismic shove to protect him. Meanwhile, the rest of the fight, Aiming is in a little bit of trouble. Throws down the ulti, is now Henna trying to answer, but it does not work. Execute almost going to get killed by Kellen after Showmaker does so much heroism. And Raptor is hoping they forget that he's here. And they won't.
You're there.
Unfortunately, there is vision, and the sweeper doesn't last long enough. Execute's also dead. Kingen throws a drill at him, which is something you shouldn't do in real life, but you can in League of Legends. It's absolutely fine as Aiming, chasing down the tree, and Raptor just wants to sleep. He's in his pajamas, Aiming is he's going to dab and head into the brush. They throw down the control ward, an expensive kill here, but it's going to be the 9th for aiming, and things that are expensive. I think we need to get the space to make a graph of like the worst possible.
Honestly, because Poppy's W is quite short.
Ah, true. Oh. Well, we're going to trade some positions here as Hannah, the killer instinct, we were asking for it, some more proactive play. And sadly, he's pretty tanky. He's not too worried about it. This turret going to fall down, and there's another headbutt pole. Kellen, you maestro of the engage. Never mind, it may not necessarily work out as aiming. Never mind, he's at full health. Clear, going to get taken down. The burst fire is now coming in as aiming skates over the little rock. They'll take down this inhibitor. Some sacrifice had to be made, and it was in the form of Kellen, but I'm not going to fault him for anything he has done this game. Looked super, super good on the Alistar, and that is redemption. I'm sure a lot of people remember another Alistar performance that may have happened at a certain world championship.
Don't bring it up. Please don't bring it up.
It was not great, but he is certainly putting some hours. That's what's going to be spawning now, as Raptor is still relatively low. Kingen trying to get out of the way of Henna, who's going to get slowed down by the boomerang. There's some more knockups going to be connecting here onto Execute. Clear back to full health as the Weaver's Wall comes in. They're splitting up the fight once again. The grand entrance, so powerful, and another pulverize. Just says absolutely not. Kingen is flashing on top of Hannah as well. It's a quadra kill for aiming on the Zeri. I had a penny for the amount of times these Zeris have gotten multi-kills. I'd have lots of pennies this season. As Raptor, he might be the extended pentakill, and that's it. Aiming's gonna lock it down. I'm sorry for not screaming my lungs off, but it's been so many already this season.
And it's another for Zeri. It's always Zeri, but aiming, after a pretty monstrous performance on Zeri, will get the penta, and they will close out the series 2-0. Their first 2-0 of summer.
Yeah.
Pretty convincing one after in this game too. Obviously game one a bit more.